Shit, what you thinking, what you thinking?
What's on your mind?
Shit, what you thinking, what you thinking?
Hey, what's on your mind?
Shit, what you thinking, what you thinking?
Tell me, what's on your mind?
Shit, what you thinking, what you thinking?
Hey, what's on your
Oh,
mind?
say what you thinking, what you thinking?
What's on your mind?
Say what you thinking, what you thinking?
Hey, what's on your mind?
Say what you thinking, what you thinking?
What's on your mind?
Say what you thinking, what you thinking?
What's on your mind? Hey,
Tell me, oh, tell me. Tell me, oh, tell me. Tell me, oh, tell me. Tell me, oh, tell me.
What's your topic, sir? You ready to go, Jen?
Yes.
You was cutting up on that one, girl.
Shit, what you thinking, what you thinking?
what's on your
Shit,
mind?
what you thinking, what you thinking?
Hey, what's on your
Shit,
mind?
what you thinking, what you thinking?
Tell me, what's on your
Shit,
mind?
what you thinking, what you thinking?
Hey, what's on your
Oh, say
mind?
what you thinking, what you thinking?
What's on your mind?
Say what you thinking, what you
Linda,
thinking?
go.
What's on your mind?
Say what you thinking, what you thinking?
What's on your mind?
Say what you thinking, what you thinking?
What's on your mind? Hey.
You know you love me.
Who's that typing in the comments?
So I done a whole thing talking to y'all, and ain't nobody said nothing about they couldn't hear me. Have I really? Because I don't know what happened. I added myself to the stage, and then I wasn't on the stage. So did you all hear anything I said at first, or no? I don't think you did. So let me start all over. Hello, 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 and welcome back, gatekeepers. Happy hump day to you all. Welcome back to the So What You Think channel. I hope everybody's doing well today. If you're joining us live, thank you so much for hanging out with me. If you're in the replay gang, thank you so much for coming and checking out the show later on. I don't know why I didn't know you all didn't have no sound. Thank you, Linda, for letting me know that. Um, Be sure to hit the like button for me. And if you're here, say a little something down in the chat so that you guys can, know who's here. Say, hey, how you doing? You know what I'm saying? But anytime, let me tell you something. Anytime I come on and after that music goes off, if you don't hear me, then that means that my sound is not on. Just start dropping it right off. As soon as that music go off, usually 2 seconds in, I'm talking. So if after 2 seconds I'm not talking, then please know that for some reason my sound is not on. So just let me know like you did today, Linda. Thank you very much. Anyway, yesterday as we were logging out, someone had written down in the comments, last comment was up there, said you waste too much time. Now I don't know if they was talking to me or not, but if you were, let me just say this. Over here we are a community, right? And over here in this community, we acknowledge each other. We say hey to each other. We look forward to seeing each other. We're a little online family over here talking about Beyond the Gates. And you're welcome to come in here too. But if that's not your thing, then there are many, 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 many other channels that don't do that. They get right to, they say they log in, boom, they get to it. But over here, we chat with each other for a minute. We check in. We see how we doing. I acknowledge my people. I see my people. We're a little family. But that may not be for you. You know what I'm saying? You may be more of an independent. So if you are, no shade. Just go on over there with the other people. You ain't got to come over here telling us to speed it up because that's not gonna happen over here. Okay, anyway, but thank you so much for being here and everything, and for your unsolicited testimonial. I put a lot of work into doing stuff over here on this channel and building things up the way that it is, and so this ain't for everybody, and I understand that, but I'm a little bit petty, so don't do that. Anyway, let's take a minute now that you guys can hear me and say hello to the mods. Hello, Mod Squad. Hello to Linda, Below Didi, KB Mommy, Elaine, and to who am I looking? Below Didi, Elaine, Belinda. Okay, I think I forgot Belinda. Okay, thank you guys so much for doing what you do because you ain't got to do it. Thank you, Be On Purpose. See how Be On Purpose said in capital letters, hey, community, because we a community over here. We ain't just over here recapping. We know each other. Okay, we in each other's business over here. So that may not be for you. The person that got on here yesterday as I was logging out and said I waste too much time. I probably do. But it's my time to waste. I don't mind. But if it bothers you, there are many, 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 many other channels that don't do that. So just, go over there with them and then you'll be good. You'll be happy. You'll be feeling good. All right, replay gang. I need for you to hit the like button. I need for you to drop a comment. I need for you to hype the video up because that's what family does for each other, right? Right. All right, let's get with our roll call and see who's down here typing in the comments.
Who's that typing in the comments?
Miss Lil is in here in the comments and she says, good evening, Miss Jen. Gatekeepers and to the mods. Hello to you too. Coretta JV5 says, good afternoon, Miss Jen, mods, gatekeepers, and happy Wednesday. And Linda says, greetings and salutations, gatekeepers. Hello to you, cousin Linda. And also Myrtle Tister says, hello, Miss Jen, gatekeepers, and to the mods. Hello to you too as well. Kelly S is in the house and says, good evening, Miss Jen, mods in chat. Linda says that she missed the episode today, but she hopes that she didn't miss much. But you didn't miss a whole lot, but you missed a little bit. Okay. Be On Purpose says, hey, community. Rhonda Reed says, good evening, everyone. Good evening, Rhonda Reed. How are you today? I hope that you are doing well. Well, today's episode was pretty good. I thought it was. I did, but let me check in. Let me let y'all know what had happened was today on Beyond the Gates. Gatekeepers, it's time for our daily dose of Beyond the Gates Unlocked. All right. Today's episode opened up with the Articulates. They are back. Miss Sharon and Miss Tracy was back in there, and they look really nice. They came in the door, and everybody was happy to see everybody because they always sliding in when Nita least expect. Nita, I don't know why you had dropped these ladies off as friends. They good friends. They are. These are good people right here. But they dropped in to see her, and they're talking about how they were taking a break from touring, and they want to come check on her. Everybody looks fabulous. They talked about how good life has been because they was broken in a joke, baby. They was broken in a joke and a ha ha when they first reappeared into Anita's life, And hey, Kelly S. And so I was glad that happened for them because Anita, this your tribe right here, baby. These ladies here, they ride or dies. Even though I do think Tracy and your husband it did a little something back in the day, I ain't about to let it up. I ain't about to let it go. I'm not gonna let it up. I ain't about to let it go. Whoever this Billy Goat is, they about to bring in the door now. Talking about she want Vernon to come do some consultating. Mm-mm, I don't want that. I don't want Vernon doing nothing recently. I want Vernon to have done something years ago. Something she got to forgive out the past. Don't be making Vernon no lowdown in his current life. Because you know Vernon was young and fine. A lot of women wanted him back in the day. He might have failed prey to a couple, 2, 1, 3, 4 of them or something. You don't know. We can forgive that 97 2 years ago. We can. But anyway, everybody's happy to see everybody and to see that Anita's doing better. And immediately they invite Anita to come back with them on tour. Vernon is standing there just smiling. I thought he was about to say, yeah, baby, go on and go. But that ain't what he said. He reminded everybody that Anita still has to complete her radiation treatments first. And as much as he would like for her to go somewhere, she can't go nowhere till she do that. But I do have some good news for y'all. I got a little surprise for y'all. Okay, I see today that when I read this into my chat, it's put the story together, so bear with me. So Anita agrees with them that she is going to need some time before she could get back on the road and do something like that. But as soon as this radiation is behind her, she wants to get back into the studio and do some recording. She wants the ladies to finish the music they've been working on, and so that they can use Barbara's recorded vocals and put out new music. Tracy and Sharon be flirting. You know, they always tell, I like this color on. I used to have a jacket this color before I had that fire. Baby, I love that jacket. But anyway, that color looks good on Clifton. It does. Pink is your color, sir. Everybody got on a touch of pink. Tracy got on a touch of pink. Anita got on that pink, and he got on that pink. But anyway, she said that she wants to get in there and do this thing with Barbara's voice. Now, Leslie, I want you to remember that you had said that you had turned over a new leaf now. So when they get ready to do this recording, don't mess around and mess it up. Don't try to get on the track singing too. You ain't did it. Don't got to get on the track rapping and all that. Don't have to be in the video and all of that, even though it would be nice to let her daughter appear in it. But if you would just act right, there's so many things that could happen for you. Mm-hmm. But we'll see, because girl, I know you about to cause a problem, but I don't know. We're going to have to wait to see. But anyway, it was a beautiful idea that they want to do this with Barbara. From there, we move on to Jacob and Naomi. They over to the Orphagines talking, and he's letting her know that he wants to be by her side while she makes the decisions that she makes about what she want to do. And I'm gonna go with you to the doctor when you go next. And she said, I'm about to go now. He said, I tell you what, I don't work till tonight. I'm gonna come on through and go with you. This is really a good man, Savannah. He might be boring, but he a good man. Sometimes good man ain't exciting. They don't be putting on no circus show for you all day. They just be busy being a good man. Now, Naomi tells Jacob that she just wants to make the right decision and what's right for her. Jacob lets her know right away that whatever decision she makes, he's going to stand right by her. Meanwhile, over at Uptown, Hailey is meeting up with Randy's man. Now y'all already know Hailey is something else. She was sitting there first looking through shopping. She was like, I'm gonna get this Dior, I'm gonna get this right here, I'm gonna get these Louis Vuittons. She gonna get all this stuff, those Louis Vuittons, and she just shopping down only for high quality stuff. I could tell from the way it was coming up, loading up on the page. Okay, overpriced stuff that she could get somewhere else, but I digress. So Randy comes in. And she's like, oh, I slept like a baby last night, even though Bill is knocking on death's door. And he was like, why you say that? And she said, listen, she was so excited. This girl was so excited talking about doing Bill in. She was like, baby, let me tell you. Bill's down there to the hospital. They don't know what's wrong with him, baby. Them drops kicking in. The drops is doing what they supposed to do. But Randy was not as excited as her. He was like, because as she talked, she said something about his doctor being his soon-to-be daughter-in-law. And he was like, hold on. First of all, ain't no way Bill is as sick as you think he is from them drops. Then Hailey tells him about her, the future daughter-in-law being his doctor. So Randy immediately realizes that this changes everything. He was like, because now you got somebody who's personally vested into finding out exactly what's wrong with Bill. Sidebar. I'm not convinced still that Randy gave her no real poison. Because he don't never believe that nothing wrong with Bill. Not from them drops. You ever notice that he always be like, you think it's the drops? It ain't the drops. You think it's the drops. But anyway, he told her, he said, and I'm gonna tell you something else. We did not figure in this whole thing with this doctor being a part of things, to be so interested in what's going on with Bill. That might be a problem. Now, meanwhile, over to the hospital, Bill is up out the bed. Hey, Elaine, Bill is up out the bed looking fabulous, I may add. And he getting ready to go home. He done had enough. He don't like no hospital. Me and Bill can touch and agree on that. I don't like him either. So he's over there about to go and walks right into his doctor and his daughter. Now, here's the crazy part. Bill did not really check himself out of the hospital. He was just planning on leaving. I mean, they can't hold you there. If you want to go, you can go. Chelsea and the doctors are practically begging him to stay because they still haven't figured out what's wrong with him. And Bill's attitude is simple. He says, if every test keep coming back saying nothing is wrong, then nothing is wrong. Chelsea isn't buying it. And she's like, Dad, listen, if this was me in this position, would you let me walk out of the hospital? He was like, I know you're right, but you are overruled and I'm about to go. I mean, I hear you, girl, but I'm about to go. And just like that, he got on the elevator and was gone. And Bill, now I love you. God knows I do. But you working my nerve. Because we can't get to the bottom of what Hailey doing because you won't stay at the hospital unless you chain down. But anyway, from there we head on over to Nessa's house. And over at Nessa's house, she's found one of Doug's boxes, that just one little lonely box that she can't bear to open. Whoa, I'm down to this one little box. I can't stand to open this little box. And so you bring this taped up box with masking tape on it. Help it, Lord. With masking tape on it over here to Joey's house for Joey to help you open. Girl, you are so weak. Why you gotta be so weak, Nessa? Because if you done open up 42 boxes, what the heck is one more? And especially a box this size ain't saying it's got nothing in it I'm scared to find. What you think in there? Head, arm, a leg, a foot, a toe? Girl. Now, I would think that if you found a box over to Joey's house, I wouldn't be quick to open that because, ain't no telling what's in the box over at Joey's house. Now, that's the truth. Doug could be in one of them boxes. Girl, you don't know. We don't know. But anyway, she was like, I want you to help me open it. And so he was like, well, I made you some food. Go in there and get you some food. And so she falls forward and leaves out the room. And the moment she gone, Joy started digging all up through that box. And what did he find? A letter that said, handwritten on the front, in the event of my death. And he was like, oh, I got you now. I got you now, Doug. Or do you? We don't know. Now, most of what's inside of this box had to do with soccer and this and that, the fifth and the third. But then there's that one little envelope in there that says, open in case of my death. Now, Joey has a decision to make. Does he hand the letter over to Vanessa? You know he not. Or does he keep it for himself? Ding, 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 ding. You know he is. Meanwhile, Vanessa slips out of the room. So, I'm sorry. They done took us to the next scene. Hold on, give me a second. Okay, Vernon, we go back over to the Duprees. Vernon decides to leave the ladies so that they can talk amongst themselves, and Anita can spend some quality time with the articulates. The ladies immediately begin talking about what a wonderful job Vernon has done taking care of Anita throughout everything she's been facing. Girl, you got you a good man. But honestly, would we expect anything less from Vernon? Then Tracy turns her attention to Sharon and shares that Sharon got a man. His name is Marvin. Okay, so we need to see your man and we need to see Jan's man. These two men we need to see pronto. Sharon is trying to play it cool though. She's like, "Oh, it's not like that." And then Tracy was like, "Girl, don't." Listen, girl. He been coming to different cities and stuff. He done been to a few of the cities. Don't let her tell you that. And Anita was like, "Girl, should we be getting our bridesmaids dresses together? I would love to have a wedding at this time in my life with a few of my friends walking down the aisle and all of that. That would be so fun. Even though I had a big wedding the first time, but the next time I would just want to have a nice party." But anyway, she was like, no, 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 no. It's like that. It ain't that serious. At least not yet. It's not. Okay. All right, then. So then the conversation turns a little emotional as the ladies look back over their lives, remembering them growing up together in the projects. And they remember how they started. And now just look at how far they've come. It was a beautiful full circle moment. Then over here we go back over to Orphagene's, where Vanessa meets up with Deanna. Because Deanna had called her and said, Mama, I was thinking, why don't you come over and meet me at Orphe Jeans and we can spend some mother-daughter time? And Nessa was like, what? Even though Joey had cooked her greens, beans, tomatoes, potatoes, you name it, he had cooked her everything. And so she ran over there to her daughter, honey, because she all she wanted is for this child to treat her right and to like her boyfriend. So she went running over there. So as they sitting there talking, Deanna surprises her mother saying, Mom, I'm done being angry. I'm not mad anymore. I would have never believed this, but you go ahead with this. I'm done being angry about Dad's death, about you moving on. I just have decided that I want us to be one great big happy family. In fact, I want us to get together and have a dinner. You, me, Donnell, and Joey. And Nessa was like, Joey too? Oh my God. Joey come to the thing. She was like, we definitely gonna need Joey, Jack. Bring Joey through. I like Joey. Just lying. Because y'all know she don't. I ain't buying this all of a sudden hard change. Girl, if you don't get up out of here. So something ain't right. And it ain't right because something ain't right. That's why it ain't right. But anyway, back over at Joey's house. He's sitting up there reading a letter. And it was a confession, an accusation, a policy, an insurance policy all wrapped up in one. He was like, listen. He made sure that and made it clear that it's known that Joey's dirty and that he knew about his gambling debt, that he tried to use that against him, how Joey had gotten him mixed up in things he shouldn't have been involved in. And then it took an even darker turn. He accused Joey of being the one who unalived Kenny Jones. That's Bubba. Y'all know who Bubba was, the one who had tried to take Martin out. He told all that. He laid all that out. And then Doug has said, if anything happened to me, don't believe that it was natural causes. Don't believe it was no accident. If anything happened to me, Joy should be the first person that y'all look at. And Joy was sitting there looking at that letter like, really? And then wrote it on his hospital stuff. Wrote it on hospital stationery. So y'all know it was from him. Joy, I bet you ain't dreaming. I know you wish you was daydreaming like Deanna been doing, baby, but no. What y'all think Joey gonna do? What you gonna do with this letter, Joey? Are you gonna give it to Nelson? Are you gonna make sure don't nobody see it? We know how you get down there. Now, Naomi and her husband meet up with Dr. Monica. I gotta remember her last name. It's these M's. Monica, Dr. Montgomery, Madison, child. Do y'all know another letter of the alphabet or no? Do you? Anyway, Dr. Monica is in here having a conversation with them. And the conversation quickly turns serious because Naomi tells the doctor that she's been thinking about having a preventive double mastectomy. Dr. Monica explains that many women make that decision. It's very popular now, especially after they have tested positive for the BRCA mutation. But she also wants Naomi to understand exactly what that decision means. She reminds her that having the BRCA mutation does not automatically mean she would develop breast cancer. And on the other hand, having a double mastectomy doesn't reduce the chances to zero either. It dramatically lowers the chances, but it doesn't completely eliminate it. Jacob wants to know one thing. What would you recommend? And Dr. Monica tells them that she can't make that decision for Naomi. Baby, let me tell you something. Dr. Monica been in this game for a while. Y'all ain't about to have her say something and then come back there trying to sue her insurance down to the ground. My answer is whatever y'all want to do, then we can talk about what y'all want to do. I'm being asking me what to do because I ain't about to tell you what to do. You better sue me when something go to the left. So she said it's only a decision that Naomi can make. Now back over at the hospital, Bill has managed to make it outside. Remember, Hailey had already gone home because Bill told her to leave and go get something to eat and relax for a while. So while Hailey was gone, Bill decided he was leaving too. He's about to get out of town. Chelsea finally asked him, if you were laying in this hospital bed, would you let me get up and leave like this? Bill knows exactly what she's asking. And he admits that she has a point. I don't know why this is repeating this because I said this already. Hold on one second. Okay, so once Bill leaves, because Bill tells her that she's above her pay grade, trying to tell him not to leave because he left. And she was like, where's Hailey? And he was like, I sent her home so that she could rest and get her something to eat. Because let me tell you something. My wife is tired from putting all this poison down into my foods and drinks and things. She needed some rest and to re-up her drops. Thank you very much. Anyway, when he leaves, Chelsea gets on the phone and she calls against her better judgment because she can't stand Hailey. But she calls and she's like, hello, Hailey. And Hailey's like, well, isn't this a pleasant call? How can I help you? Chelsea said, I just called to tell you that my daddy had left the hospital and that I need for you to try to talk him into coming back. Would you please talk him into coming back? And would you please help him not be doing anything strenuous? She was like, so you want me to talk him into coming back to the hospital and you want me to make sure he don't do nothing strenuous because it could take his life? And she was like, that's exactly what I'm asking. She was like, girl, say less. I got you. I'm going to see to it that Bill do everything strenuous. And I'm going to see to it he do not come back to the hospital because I need your daddy gone, girl. I'm trying to cash this check for $10 million and I can't do it till he drop up out of here. But thank you for calling. Girl. So Hailey puts on the performance of the day. Oh, girl, I got it. Whip it. Yes. You putting them drops in everything he got from here on out. We know it. Meanwhile, Hailey turns right around and starts giving Randy more instructions. She was like, so anyway, like I was saying, I need Bill up out of here. Maybe you can sneak into the lab and steal any test results that before Madison gets a chance to see them. Randy looks at Hailey like she completely lost her mind. He reminds her that he has a full-time job taking out people for Joy. And besides that, Joy already got him tied up in something he don't want to do that's dangerous enough and he could lose his life, right? And I did not get to hear what she said. Oh, sidebar. So what was wrong with my Paramount Plus yesterday is that Paramount Plus it was waiting for me to click on like watch next episode or something like that instead of trying to click on an actual episode. So that I got this notification that says, so we gonna need to give some people your information about where you at, your locations, and blah blah blah. So in other words, they strong armed me into giving them the right to share some information. I pressed that and boom, everything was fixed. Dirty, dirty, dirty. But okay, what? Because I know they was like, girl, I know you want to see this Beyond the Gates. You better go and say yes. They was like, say that or you can just unsubscribe. I was like, now y'all know what? Y'all play too much. Catch me again if y'all take this show off the air, and I will immediately get rid of Paramount Plus because I don't care about it. But anyway, give me a second because I really want to see what did Hailey say to Randy in this moment. Give me a second. Let me find this episode. This is 123, so I need to go to review details. Season 2. Give me a second. Let me go to 125. 125. We're at 90, 122, 25. Okay, 125. I just want to see what is this Hailey said to him because he gave her a look like, what did you just say? Because it's like he said, Joey would take my life. And she looked at him like, or me. And he gave her that look like, see, there you go again. That's the reason why Randy done did you dirty, Hailey. Behind the scenes, girl. Randy already know you a low down. Okay, wait. Let me turn on let me turn that on. Okay, now let me see what she said in this scene. He said, you keep forgetting that I have a job. And Joey's got me on assignment right now. And she says, oh, you guys planning a big heist? He laughs. He says, he said, probably would be easier. No, he's got me befriending Deanna McBride, Doug's daughter. It's he says, all kind of wrong. She says, why? He said, because Doug was my boy. We came up together Now Joy's got me bleeding the girl for info because he thinks she's plotting against him. He said it's weird. She says, don't do it then. He laughs and says, I don't follow Joy's instructions. I'll be gone before Bill. And she says, well, at this rate, she says, I'm just kidding. Okay, so he did not like when she said that. He did not like when she said that because she was like, well, at this rate. I don't know how many times she got to show you she don't like you, even though you her cousin. Are you her cousin? Did you check into it? Did you get the blood work done? So you need a test. Because she don't act like you family at all. Not at all. She act like you one of the neighbors round the way. Not even next door, round the way, okay? But anyway, Hailey don't care. She don't care what happened to you. All Hailey care about is her $10 million. She'll throw anybody under the bus if it's going to help her get what she wants. Now, anyway, in the middle of that conversation, he gets a text message from Joey to get to where he's at. So he got to go. He already irritated with her, but now he irritated with Joey too because he got to leave and go do this. Because you know what, though, sidebar, Randy, this is very creepy what Joey got you doing. Because that is, first of all, you had a hand in taking your best friend out. Second of all, now you playing his daughter. No, I don't know Randy. I ain't like, let me tell you something for real, Randy. I ain't liked the character of Randy since Randy met Doug in the car early on and we didn't know who he was and they met in the car and he was giving him something or something. I was like, I don't know who this is, but he dirty. Y'all got to be careful who y'all call your best friends because people be smiling in your face and have a knife at your back. Trying to act like they're your friend, trying to act like they help you while they trying to do you in the whole time. Child, you got to watch your back. I'm real good at doing that. Even when I don't let you know that I know what you're doing, I know what you're doing. I be letting you do what you're doing. Because I'm going to be doing something else. Anyway. Yeah. I just want you to think you're doing what you're doing. That's all, I just love you. I already know you don't, but let's act like you do. I mean, really, that's what we're doing. Put on the act, child. Anyway, back at Orphan Jeans, Vanessa is trying to figure out why Deanna suddenly has had this change of heart. Oh my God, girl, I can't believe that you want to be nice to Joey. This is just so overwhelming for me. She was nervous, but you should have been, girl, because you know good well your daughter don't like that man. She was like, I'm just ready to move forward. I want everybody to be close again. I want to support you. And Vanessa's the type of lady that as long as you tell her what she need to hear, she's buying it. She's buying a hook, line, and sinker. She do be. Mm-hmm. Then Deanna smiles and says, I promise you that this is going to be a night that you will not forget. Now, Nessa, that should have told you something right there. Because on that, she telling you the truth. Now, I don't know what she got planned, but ooh, she got a plan for you. Mm-hmm. Whatever she got planned, she got it planned. Okay. Back with the articulates. I'm sorry, the articulates. They want all the details on this man, Marvin. She tells Sharon that she hopes that both of them will find love. Anita does. She's like, I hope that both of you will find love and have exactly what I got, girl. I think that this one right here, over there on the couch by herself, I think that she already done had just a little bit of what you got, girl. I think Tracy done had it just a little bit, girl. I do. Then Vernon walks in, the love of Tracy's life. It says that he's got a surprise for them and reveals that he has booked the studio and looked at everybody's schedule. Excuse me. And picked a time that's going to work for all of them. It will be at a time when they're not on tour. It will be at a time that Anita is done with her radiation and give her some time to get her voice back healed a little bit, and they can get back in the studio. And they were all smiles. Oh my God. Vernon, you just be being so wonderful. This why they got a little crush on you. They got a low key crush on you. I mean, if Anita hadn't made it, Anita, if you hadn't have made it, now I ain't gonna lie to you. Now your girls might have at least one of them might have made a move over that boy. Who don't want a wonderful man? I'm just saying, girl. They want anything like she gone, she ain't coming back. It ain't like you coming back to get it. Baby, they got Vernon. Now, although I thought it was a sweet moment, everybody's excited because not only will they be recording together, Barbara's voice will be a part of the project, and that's a wonderful way to honor her. Meanwhile, Dr. Monica is still talking with Jacob and Naomi, and she explains that breast cancer is not the only concern with the BRCA mutation. There are more cancers that could come about as well. Hey, Scarlet Speedster. Uh, um, she explains that at some point Naomi could consider having her ovaries, her uterus, and her fallopian tubes removed as well. Jacob immediately says, "Wait a minute, that changes everything." Naomi's like, "Why? Because you still want more kids?" Child, we know you don't want no children. And I know Jacob had more sense than to get on the child thing with you after the way things went last time. He ain't trying to go through that no more. He ain't trying to trade places with what he already been through. But Jacob does not push the issue. But this conversation lets us know that they may not be completely on the same page at all, but it turns out that they really were. Dr. Monica notices the tension, and she's like, "Do I need to give you all a minute or no?" Jacob says no, he's okay. He tells Naomi that whatever happens, he's okay if they never have children. Dr. Monica gives an explanation that if Naomi has all those surgeries, she'd go into early menopause. You know, beyond the gates, we are tired of learning lessons. Y'all done told us about perimenopause. Y'all all down in our fallopian tubes and ovaries telling us about that. We talking about mastectomies, radiation, foot fungus. I mean, we don't want to hear no more about all this stuff. We already know all this stuff. Lord help it. Hot flashes. Y'all done brought up all kinds of stuff. We don't watch this show to learn nothing. How many times we got to say? What's next? A prostrate problem. Men, they coming for y'all too. Y'all gonna get a prostrate. Somebody gonna get a prostrate problem. And somebody's hair gonna fall out for sure. Somebody's stuff ain't gonna be working. Y'all turn coming too. She starts explaining the side effects of but she could get hormone therapy. Even though, sidebar, I did talk to a doctor one time. Well, not talk to, I was at this thing, and this doctor got up and she was talking because everybody was talking about what they did. And one of the things that she said while she was talking was that she was like, people don't even know how much you can be helped with hormone therapy. I was like, what? I didn't know that. She was like, yeah, people of color don't usually, want to talk about stuff. She's like, but there ain't nothing almost that we can't address. Just talk to your doctor. But she reminds Naomi that there's no rush. She doesn't have to decide today. She still has time. She has time to ask questions. She has time to decide what's best for her. And Naomi and Jacob leave out of there hand in hand. Jacob told her that he trusts her to make the best decision for herself, and he's gonna support her no matter what. Sidebar, I think that Jacob is your Vernon, girl. Jacob is your Vernon 2.0. Because the way he supports you without trying to control you, girl, is a beautiful thing. Is a beautiful thing. Thank you, Be On Purpose, for that $2 super sticker. He said, Deanna, that turquoise eyeshadow, okay? You ain't like that. You ain't like You didn't like the purple the blue eyeshadow. Circa 1960. It's turquoise. It's the same color as your thing right there. It's turquoise. It's turquoise. It is turquoise. It is Tiffany blue. Tiffany blue. You ain't like that. I don't know now. But anyway, he says that he's going to support her. He's not going to try to, anyway. I think that he reminds me that if anybody going to be close to being the Vernon, it's him, because he ain't did nothing. Now not Jacob. Lil Andre at first was liking Ashley and all of that, but we ain't got nobody to put on Jacob. Jacob been good long as we known Jacob, and Jacob ain't a bad looking dude. Naomi even says she feels blessed to have him, and honestly, we can see why. Now back over the bills. He done gone back down to the office. And Hailey walked in there and she was like, what are you doing down here at this office, Bill Hamilton? He was like, well, I'm just doing what I do because I ain't going to be down there to the hospital. They couldn't find nothing. So what I'm still sitting down there for, I had to go. So I left. So Hailey comes walking in the office acting like she all upset, noticed she wasn't. She tells Bill that she cannot believe he left the hospital. And so Bill explains that he just simply couldn't do it. He had to go on and leave. Every time another doctor walked into the room, every time a test came back, every time somebody came to ask a question, he felt like his blood pressure was going higher and higher. He was like, so I actually feel better being here. And Hailey don't care. She's like, okay, well, when we gonna have to compromise? He was like, what's the compromise? Because all the tests keep coming back saying ain't nothing wrong. But Bill, something wrong. You done fell out like Top Cat in the office. They said you had a stroke before, a light one. They said that you got something wrong, your stuff is off, and you done left. Okay, well, you go ahead on. But Hailey changes her tone. She was like, well, maybe the two of us can come to a compromise, Bill. Maybe we can compromise, Bill. Okay, how about we do that? Bill immediately cuts her off and says, if this compromise has anything to do with me going back to the hospital, I'm telling you now, I'm not going. So Hailey laughs and says, no, that's not it. That's not what she has in mind at all. Instead, she says she wants the both of them to start taking better care of themselves. I want us to start working out like crazy. And then we're going to be making cakes like rabbits up in here. I want us to pitch woo day and night because she done, your daughter done told her that you don't need too much exertion. And that's exactly what she intends to see to it, that you get a lot of exertion, no matter what she got to do to get you there. She wants you to be like the man in the color purple. How'd he die? On top of me. That's what she intend to happen to you, Bill. But what a way to go, though, right? Okay, I'm just saying. So she's like, we're going to eat right. We're going to be in the best shape of our lives. She leans over and gives him another one of them kisses. Every time this girl lean over and give you a kiss, Bill, I get nervous. But Bill, look how you looking at this lady. Like, you just want to look up there at a young pretty thing and be like, she want me. She want me. I'm young. I'm hot. You an older man that look nice. You know what I'm saying? But y'all got to stop this trying to find these young girls to make you think these young girls really want you. They don't want you. They want your money. They want what you got. Social Security checks and all. They take it all. But anyway. Now let's head on back over to Nessa's house. Nessa gets home and she is, hold on, where is that slide at? Okay. Nessa makes it back around into the house and tells him all about Deanna's idea for the family dinner. He can't believe it. We can't believe it. Nobody believes it but you. And he says, so you want me to do it? She was like, yes, would you please? Hey, Peggy. Hey, Frank G. Life. Yes, would you do it? He was like, you know what? I will do it for you. I'll be here messing with your daughter because I know that little heifer don't like me, but I'll go around there to the little dinner anyway and see what she up to. And you better get your child in order because if you don't, girl, it's going to be trouble down in River City. He ain't said it, but that's what he meant. And she was like, well, it's going to mean so much to me that everybody's finally getting along. Child, whatever. Meanwhile, Deanna over there at Uptown sending her brother a text message. She was like, hey, I need for you. No, I'm ahead of myself. Give me a second. She stopped in to go tell the waiter at the Uptown what I need us to have the Pelin Grigi. I don't drink, so I don't know what she's talking about. I need you to have the Pelin Grigi online, and I need us to sit in that table right over there, not that one over there. I need everything to be perfect. I need flowers on that. I need this to be perfect. The paper what I got planned up in here is going to go down in Uptown history. I was like, okay then. All right, girl. Now, we still don't know what Deanna has up her sleeve, but whatever it is, I can't wait to see it. Then she went and sat outside and sent her brother a text to let him know about the dinner. He immediately called her and she was like, wait, slow down. He was like, I can't make it. I got something else to do. She said, that's all right. I'll text you. I'll call you and let you know how it went because it's about to be a time had. And so when she hangs up the phone, her daddy pops in. Blah, 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 blah. And he was like, I'm so proud of what you're doing. Just keep doing what you're doing. I'm like, Doug, I done told you stay off my timeline. Either they put you back on the show, Doug, or no. And I'm still not understanding why y'all gonna take this man's job and then just have him popping in the same suit. Anyway. Oh, Lord. Randy done went around there to Joey's house. And hold on. This is before Vanessa got home. And this took stuff out of order for me. But anyway, Randy had stopped over there to Joey's house. And Joey starts asking questions about Doug. He was like, do you know about where Doug keep his important papers and things? He was like, no. He was like, well, I need to know that. He was like, why you need to know? He was like, now that's above your pay grade. You answer questions, I ask them. That's the way it go. You don't be asking me stuff. I ask you stuff, you answer. See how that go? This is a one-way street we on, okay? So Randy's like, I wouldn't know where to look for something like that. And he was like, well, I need for you to find some stuff out because he don't trust Deanna. But you shouldn't trust her though, because she ain't trustworthy when it come to you. So he simply wants Randy to do what he's asking and go get it done. Now, after everything we've seen today, hold on one second. The question is he trying to make sure there aren't any more surprises waiting to be found? Well, it seems like Doug didn't trust you, sir. And I'm going to tell you something. If I done went through the effort to leave a note behind, it's going to be more than one. Oh, it's going to be more than two. It might be 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, or 10. It'd be some in the safe deposit box, at my office, in my car. Check my shoes. I might have one in a hospital file down there, in my file. But somebody gonna find it. My lawyer will have one on deck. I would have hid one in Vanessa's closet, and one in the kids' book, in the photo book. Baby, they would have found my stuff. And so if I know the way people do, Doug left more than one of these behind, sir. And evidently Joey thinks that's possible too. But you ain't gonna find them all. Somebody gonna find it, but it ain't gonna be you. Now, in the last scene that we had, after Vanessa had come back and everything, Joey is sitting in the living room looking at that paper that he found from Doug. And he holding the letters. He stand there. He begins remembering some of the things that had happened. Like that time that Doug had said to him in front of Vanessa, you ain't no good. You's a low down. Sidebar. Y'all see what Vanessa looked like back in season 1? Look at this. Look. Let's talk about the evolution of, okay? Hold on. I'm just not thinking about this. Hold on. Let me find another picture of Nessa. Or Nessa Bell. Hold on. Look at Nessa. Look at Nessa now. Look at Nessa season 1. Baby, Nessa's highlights is highlighting. Her lowlights is lowlighting. She done got, they done got somebody in there. I know it's a lady of color that beats her face because I just saw that the other day on Instagram. Baby, that lady is beating your face down. She is. Nessa 2025. See that? Nessa 2026. And she wearing the same colors. Pink must be your color on the show, girl. Like, is that like what's that movie that the white girl did? The white actress, I can't think of her name. Where she played like, it's not Barbie, but she was like a Barbie character, and they thought she was dumb, but she wasn't dumb. And she went to school. Y'all know what I'm talking about. I never really saw the movie. I saw part of it, so I can't really think of the name of it. But anyway, but she wore pink all the time. So that's what you're reminding me of, Nessa. But anyway, he thought back to that when Doug was standing up going, yeah, and you don't think that I don't know about some of the other stuff that you done did. Neither. I know all about what you had did. Legally Blonde. Thank you, Linda. Yeah, girl, that's how they dressing you, like the girl in Legally Blonde. And eels. Thank you, Rhonda Reed. And eels. And eels. I know about your crimes. I know about the lies. I know about the gambling. He know about Bubba. Pelican Bay ain't got nothing on me. He wanted you to know. He threatened him that maybe one day he should tell everybody about who Joey really was. Those words was playing over here in Joey's head. Joey walked over there to that fireplace. He was like, let me just go ahead on and get rid of this right here, because I ain't got time for this to be coming back, bite me in the behind. He drops that, he lit that thing on fire, and then he sat there and watched the paper begin to curl as the fire slowly eats away every word that Doug had written in that letter, until there was nothing but ashes left. But now, Joey, I guess your secret's safe now, right? Or is it? We're gonna have to see because I know it's some more copies. Anybody that watched a good gangster movie know to have more than one copy. Even in Uptown Saturday Night, it was more than one copy. That's how Sidney Poitier got out of trouble when he had stole that man's money. He was like, I got copies all over town, including one down at the police. If you do anything. And Bruno was like, okay, I'm gonna let you go. Baby, them copies will make you sit down somewhere. They'll make you sit down. But anyway, to those of you in the replay game, what did you think about Bill walking out of that hospital? Was that one of the most hardest things that we had to see him do? Do you understand why he wanted to leave? What are your thoughts on Naomi's appointment with Dr. Monica? Did you learn something? Because that's what they want us to do. They want us to learn something. Did y'all learn something? What you think about Deanna? Was she really planning for this family dinner? What y'all think? Is she sincere? Maybe she really gonna come in there and she gonna, y'all know she ain't. Anyway, what y'all think she up to? And Joey burning up this letter. Child, do you think that that's the end of it or not? Replay gang, what do y'all say? Y'all get down there in the comment section and get to typing and let me know. In the meantime, let me get up here and read the comments of those who are in here right now. Hold on one second. Let me read what you all were talking about. Let me waste some more time like that person said yesterday. You waste a lot of time. Well, it's your time to log out. I'm done with the replay. Gone now. Go on now, because I told you we're a community over here. We talk to each other. Hold on one second. Jacob and Naomi aren't gonna last. Jacob wants a baby. He think he don't though. Tracy and Sharon be flirting. They do. I love how Nita and Vernon coordinate each other. In every scene, all actors have to coordinate with each other. They either have to coordinate with each other or with the room. That's one of those things in television that helps with the eye. So every actor will always be dressed to, they'll either match each other, they'll be matching each other, or they'll be matching the room. So some will be matching each other, some will match the room, but all the colors have to match. Okay. Be on Purpose says, my grandchildren did that, Kelly S. They remind me of Anita and Vernon. Be on Purpose, so sweet. I love it. What I miss? Tracy, oh, that they be flirting. Okay. Elaine says, hey, gatekeepers. Hey, Miss Elaine. Vanassi is pathetic. Why would Vanassi take that box to Joey's house? Because I don't know. Because it ain't had enough tape on it to keep a good sized rat at that thing if you wanted it. That's that kind of tape. You hit it with something just slightly and boom, everything just come apart. It's masking tape. It ain't no packing tape. Vanessa should have opened that box in her house. Yeah, you gonna bring it all the way over here. You know she's so helpless. Oh, Joey, I couldn't bear to open this box. Maybe you can help me open it and see what's in here. I found it down in the corner. Please, Popeye. Girl, stop. Vanessa, that made no sense. You could have opened it in your mansion, but you dragged it to Joyce to open it. Huh? Precisely. Vanessa is annoying to the 10th power. She just helpless. I love the scenes with the articulates. I wasn't crazy about Danny's eyeshadow. Deanna's eyeshadow. Y'all leave Deanna's eyeshadow alone. She young, she hip. Vanessa was sharp though. Vanessa should have kept her tail at home with Joey. Y'all didn't like that eyeshadow. Oh my God. Oh my God. Dr. McCormick. I should be able to remember that. Let me think about spices. Dr. Monica McCormick. Okay, I'm going to see if I can remember it that way. She's the spices. McCormick. Joey ain't giving that letter to Vanassi. I used to have me a list hanging here on my wall. I got to get back to doing that where I could peek at it sometimes when I would need to remember certain names, especially when it first started and trying to connect who was who. But I think I'm going to get me another cheat sheet and put it here on my wall. I had some company one time and I folded it up because I didn't want nobody. What's this? Don't be asking me no question. Linda said, that heifer. Coretta says, I'm starting to believe more and more that Lynette is alive. She ain't going nowhere. I told y'all she ain't going. Me and Be on Purpose. No, she ain't going. Me and Be on Purpose. No, she ain't going nowhere. We already know. I'm starting to believe it more and more that she's, plotting with Randy to get her up. Yeah, because don't neither one of them really like Hailey because they know Hailey trying to backstab them. They're going to backstab her before she backstab them. I just can't wait for her to show up and tell the whole story and be like, yeah, boom, 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 and then get Bill. Because see, now Lynette should be with me. Lynette should be with Bill. And then Hailey can get who she wants. Because it ain't like Hailey can't get nobody now. Don't play no games. She's still alive. I don't trust that little heifer Deanna. My new name for Deanna is Devious Deanna or Dee Dee. I like that, Dee Dee. Greetings, Miss Jen, Mod Squad, and Gatekeeper, Scarlet Speedster says. Side note, notice how Vernon, Anita, and the Articulettes are all coordinated in the scene? Let's see. Naomi and Jacob are sure right for each other, but not in a good way. Frank G. Life says hello to everyone. Thank you again, Be On Purpose, for that $2 super sticker. Frank G. Life says, hey, Linda Bias, a sister, appreciate you, Be On Purpose. I just want you to know that. It made me feel nice. Jacob is a good brother. He is. He is. Thank you, Be On Purpose, for your support, Linda says. That eyeshadow on Deanna looks like something worn in the 1970s by blue movie actress. I mean, it is very Tiffany blue. But Naomi is a mess emotionally. She is, but wouldn't you be? I love natural hairstyles, but can somebody fix Deanna hair? Girl, I can't say nothing about nobody hair right now. I can't. Me and my hair been at war all my life. All my life I had to fight. I had to fight everybody about my hair. I agree Jacob is Naomi's Vernon. Yeah, he's so sweet. Bill is straight up hard-headed, but that could be his undoing if Scaly slips some more stuff in his coffee. She about to slip it in everything. Hailey going to jail with Randy. Randy ain't going to jail. Everybody, Miss Jill, moderators, Peggy says hello. Now, Bill, you ain't hot. You lukewarm. Linda, is you talking about Bill? Linda, you over here talking about Bill? I'm going to let that slide this time. I'm going to let it slide this time. Because it sounded like you was almost trying to talk about her. She will Joey drunk. Only if they get caught, and so far they have been slicker than motor oil. Let's see. I won't trust him either. Frank G. Life says, Deanna best be careful because Joey sent Randy Smandy to keep an eye on her. He ain't gonna do nothing to Deanna. Deanna ain't the kind of girl you do something to. Yes, Legally Blonde was the movie with Reese Witherspoon. Thank you, Rhonda Reed, for that. That is her name. Thank you, Rhonda. Joey's secret will come out one day, and I am here for it. Dougie Wuggy done left a whole manuscript somewhere. Really, darling? I think he has too. Vanessa will get her Joey realize Joey her I know what you're saying. She gonna get her wake up call about Joey soon. She just gonna go back to sleep. Randy got Lynette somewhere hiding. He do. Ain't nowhere in the world he was about to take no girl like Lynette out. Child gone with that. She ain't just blew in, blew out like that. And if that's the way they wrote her out, then shame on y'all. Even though, the writing team did get nominated. I was talking about Bill because he still can't see Staley's antics for what they really are. Girl, that's all right. I wasn't going to get you this time. You see, I've been letting y'all talk about Bill. I told y'all when Bill do something I like, I don't know how many times I got to tell these people, baby, I'm not that partial to nobody. Yeah. You do something I don't like, I'm about to talk about you. That includes Bill, but I'm just the only one allowed to really give it to Bill. Yeah, I called him Beer Belly Bill the other day because he wouldn't stay his butt down into that hospital. You need to be at the hospital, darling, at the hospital. You need to be at the hospital. But no, he doesn't want to stay. Girl, we good. I got to call you afterwards. I talked to Millie today. Okay. Well, that's that, you guys. Tomorrow is Thursday. I don't have to go nowhere tomorrow, Thursday, so I might come on early just for the heck of it. I'll see. But then again, it's gonna rain. It's supposed to storm on Friday, so I'll be home all day Friday. It's supposed to storm Friday night too. So depending on what happened, I don't know if we'll do Friday night, cause y'all know, how that go. Bom, 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 bom. But anyway, whatever's going on here, though, it should be passed by the nighttime because our stuff's supposed to start early in the day, which means that it'll probably be done passed by then. So tomorrow, I don't know. I was saying I might try to come on early, but I don't know. I'll see what happens because it's the last nice day before it storms. And, you know, I got to be trying to get in these streets sometimes. I do. Because it's warm, it's hot. And I like the summertime. I do. Even when it's hot, I be liking it. The sun be out. It be all warm and stuff. Yep, and that's it. All right, y'all got anything else y'all want to talk about before we get out of here? Y'all want to play a round of 3 questions before we go? Ask me a question. Y'all got 3 questions. Come on, let's get it. You can ask me anything. I'm gonna answer the question for y'all. Or I'm gonna tell you ain't none of your business. So you better go for it. What you wanna know? Da 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 boom boom. Da 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 da. Come on in, he's on down the road. Let me see what time it is. It's 8:43. I'm gonna wait to 8:45 because it might be about to be 8:44. So much 8:45. Y'all got to throw y'all a question up here. You get to ask me one question, anything you want, and I'm gonna go and give it to you. Come on in, he's on down the road. Come on. Where's my battery at? 10%. Oh Lord. Hold on, child. Well, anyway, I'm gonna have to get out of here anyway after that. So, cause I got to charge up my laptop. It say it's at 10%. It is 8:43 still, so I should have said 8:44, but I wasn't sure if it was about to just turn 8:44, so I was trying to give y'all one more minute and let you get the typing. Let you get the typing. Let's see. Miss Jen, when the last time you been on a date? Miss Jen. Miss Jen. Miss Jen. I don't know. I got some more stuff we're gonna start doing over here too, though. More in line of what my talk show was about when I was doing it, which was so what you think was a topics situation where we would put forth these things that was happening and give our opinions about them. So one day we're gonna do a version of that again too. But make you guys a part of it. Man, I'm so impressed. Nobody's got a question. That's good. Okay, well, I can get ready to wind things down over here. All right, so to the replay gang, be sure to drop your thoughts down into the comment section so that I can see what you think about today's episode. I thought today's episode was pretty good. Don't forget to hit the like button for me on your way out. And before we get out of here, let's take a minute to thank the Mod Squad and the rest of the gang.
Belinda Hill, KB Mommy, Bilo Didi, Elaine T, Cousin Linda, and the Radio Maniac. Thank you.
Thank you indeed. Y'all know I love you like as my cousin Linda said, like a fat baby love candy. And that's a lot of love, okay? All right, you guys. Well, thank you so much for joining me. Thank you, moderators, for the incredible job that you do every day. Again, Be On Purpose. Thank you for that super sticker. That was such a wonderful surprise. Thank you so much for that. 2 days in a row, I think you hit me up. Thank you, child. I appreciate you. If you would like to support the channel, consider becoming a member. We'd love to have you join the Gatekeeper family officially. Beyond the Gates is a show, but the gatekeepers are the community, and that's why this space matters. I do hope that you guys are having yourselves a great day. And if not, remember that there is still some time left. Why not see what you can do to turn it into one anyway? And I'll talk to y'all tomorrow, Lord willing, and the creek don't rise. All right. Bye.
Okay, that's it for today. They're closing the gate, so I've got to close this door until tomorrow. See you then. Bye-bye.